me. Step up in the take me to my reserve seat. Coming around, all them surround me. So much to drown me, making feeling the funk, blazing. Stay hitting with that blow a hole in your trunk. Afraid of us, you know this ain't the game to us. You strange to us, that's when we getting dangerous. Come on.
This is serious. We could make you delirious. You should have a healthy fear of us.
The 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Sprite.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports, and the NBA season is about to begin. Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Los Angeles Lakers at Staples Center. And for Los Angeles, it's always an exciting time of the year as fans and other players and coaches around the league all getting a first look at how they might be shaping up for the upcoming season. Oh, I knew we'd have to talk about this guy at some point this season. One of your personal favorites, JaVale McGee.
You said it wrong, Ernie. You got to stretch it like this. JaVale McGee. Good to see him back on the court, Ernie. He's healthy.
And now, your Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. At shooting guard, standing 6'6", number 14. At center, standing 6'11", number 15, DeMarcus Cousins. At the other guard position, standing 6'1", number 9, Rajon Rondo. Standing 6'10", number 3, Anthony Davis. At the other forward position, standing 6'8", number 23, LeBron James. The head coach of your home team. Ladies and gentlemen, your Los Angeles Lakers.
Hello and thanks for joining us, 2K Sports fans, for another exciting presentation of NBA basketball. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Welcome to Los Angeles, home court advantage for the Lakers. We are live at the Staples Center. So Philadelphia will get the first possession. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Prodigy is out there with Alec Burks. Then there's Tobias Harris. Then there's Embiid, and it's Horford in at the 4 slot.
The soft finger roll is just one of the many finishing moves he has in his bag of shot making. You know, it was really a tumultuous season for the Sixers last year, and one of the things they tried to get done was to get their young guys to understand what it takes to win at this level, and it's a hard learning curve when you've got to play teams from the Western Conference.
James, no good. The Lakers on D. Here's Simmons. Passes to Burks. Out left to the wing. Philadelphia moving the ball around. To the left side wing. 6 to shoot. Harris against Green. That's good. Well, the West can be relentless, Steve, and they didn't let up on Philly. Just 5 wins in 30 games against the Western Conference last year.
Well, so much of it had to do with their young roster and their defensive struggles. Yeah, I'll tell you what, when you can't defend inside against most West teams, you're going to get eaten alive in the paint.
Cousins. It's hauled in by the 76ers. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Burks with it. Now Green defending. Now Burks. Harris kicks to Simmons. Wide open. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Simmons got his second basket. The Lakers off to a slow start. Searching for their first points of the game. Outside Rondo. And Green now, top of the key. Back to Rondo. Shot clock at 6. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. That one rolling around and rims out. The 76ers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Burks dishes to Horford. To the middle. Here's Embiid. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Now, they're really doing a nice job of stringing together solid possessions and building that lead up.
That's the key, Steve. They'll stay in control of this game if they can just avoid any lulls going forward.
Now here's Rondo. LeBron outside. He feeds it to Cousins. And blocked. So here's Burks. Pass to Harris. Kicks it to Simmons. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Horford. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
Well, you know what? All good things must come to an end, and they finally miss after making their first 4.
Rondo passes to LeBron. Outside Rondo. He dishes it to Cousins. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
Well, we'll see if that shot breaks things open a little bit. It's been a slow start.
Hopefully that gets them on the right track here, Steve.
And Simmons kicks to Burks. Horford sets a screen for Burks. Into Al Horford. 13 feet away. And he gets it to go.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
Well, the pick was set at the perfect angle on the floor, and he used it nicely.
Well, that's a play we may see from them a few more times.
Why not? I mean, when it works, you go back to it. Make them stop you.
Now here is Horford. He kicks it to Burks. Harris against LeBron. Goes up to the stripe. Takes a big height bounce and goes in.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Rondo dishes to Green. Davis with a screen on Harris. LeBron passes to Rondo. Back to James. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
You know, when he has that basket in his sights, he will go right at it. Once he's in tight, he is a flawless finisher.
Well, it's funny. Back when LeBron joined the Heat, some critics said he'd given up the chance to be the franchise player and carry his team. But guess what? No matter who LeBron plays with, he's always the franchise player. That's how good he is.
No good from Simmons. Lakers trail by 6. Now let's go over to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Byron Scott.
He talked about the impact that Al Horford can have on a game and how they'll have their work cut out for them dealing with him. He said Horford's just a complete ball player. He does all the things you want from a big man. He can shoot, handle, and pass. He's always a tough matchup, but it starts with matching his energy level. Kevin, we'll see if they have what it takes.
Thanks, Doris. And Philadelphia has possession.
And you think back to LeBron after the 2011 finals, many also questioned whether he had, quote unquote, what it took to win a title. He's obviously answered those questions.
Outside Rondo. James outside. Back to Rondo. Feeds to Cousins. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got 3 assists in the game. And some harsh criticism, Clark, for LeBron after the decision, or his comments after the 2011 finals.
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? It's really impressive to see how he's handled that. He misspoke and mishandled both of those situations. And to his credit, he's expressed regret about those things, displaying a maturity we've always seen in him. One of the remarkable things about LeBron is that for the magnitude of his celebrity and his stature and the expectations, I don't know if we've had an athlete handle himself any better under the hot, bright lights of stardom.
Here's Horford following the basket by LeBron James.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Here's Rondo. And Cousins kicks to Rondo. James outside. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
That's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those.
Here's Simmons. Banked in off the glass. Simmons got 6.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
The Lakers trail. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Al Horford, the Dominican big man, won 2 titles with that great University of Florida team, actually back-to-back titles in 06 and 07. You really love his skill level. There's not much he can't do. He gets up and down, terrific passer, and his mid-range jumper is spot on.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Philadelphia also making some changes. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Embiid. Mike Scott comes in for Al Horford. And it's the Cobra in for Alec Burks. Outside Bradley. This is to Caldwell Pope. Here's Howard. And he drops it in from the low post. Howard's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles. And Steve, for Horford, consistently a threat from mid-range. It's curious that he has struggled at the free throw line the last couple seasons.
Yeah, it must be something mental, because you think about what a good shooter he is from the outside. Some people have even thought maybe he should shoot threes from time to time. But the free throw line struggles, that's something that's bothered a lot of people over the years, and usually it's a mental block of some sort.
Here's Smith. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. Bradley dishes to Caldwell Pope. Shot clock at 5. Here's Morris on target from 13 feet. The 76ers have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Scott with a screen on Bradley. Simmons passes to Harris to the paint. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
Here's Howard. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
You know, Dwight Howard had started 6 straight All-Star games until last season. The new balloting system with 2 backcourt players and 3 frontcourt players resulted in Blake Griffin and Kevin Love in the starting lineup. Howard felt slighted. He thinks that centers are kind of getting the short end of the stick here.
2 shots.
And you remember, Howard last season created a mock commercial asking people to save the centers.
Yeah, you know, as usual, Dwight Howard finding a way to have fun with it in bizarre fashion. That's part of who he is. But I think the underlying issue is a true one. The age of the lumbering pivot man in the NBA seems to be slowly going towards extinction.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. A lot of strange things happened last season, but one of them was having a playoff bracket with no Laker presence. Very odd.
Don't expect that to happen very, very often. I mean, it's rare when that is the case. It's been a while since they were completely left out of the playoff picture, and that's not going to be the norm going forward.
Now, here's Bradley. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Turnaround Jay misses off the left iron.
And that's a shot he had to take.
For sure, it was a good decision, just poor execution.
Doubled by Smith. Simmons passes to the Cobra. The feed to Simmons. Smith against Harris. 6 to shoot. Soft touch off the glass. Scott's got his second bucket.
For the Lakers, it was the first time since the 04-05 season that they didn't play postseason basketball.
Well, the Lakers are a franchise that not only expects to play in the postseason, but they anticipate and expect making deep runs into the playoffs and ultimately winning championships. They have the means, the resources to get back in that position in a hurry. So I tell you what, I wouldn't feel too bad about their postseason streak getting broken.
Harris outside. The dish now to Simmons. To the right side. And it's Harris off the drive. That one a little long.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. 76ers lead by 1. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Really good sign offensively the way they started this game out, getting a lot of hoops from close range.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to get baskets inside. I know you were a three-point shooter, Steve, and a really good one, but it's always easier to score in the paint.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, they've got Harris, the Cobra out there with the Prodigy. Then it's Mike Scott, and it's O'Quinn in at the center. Here's Caldwell Pope. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Bradley drops it in from 14 feet away. Bradley's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Lakers. The 76ers trail. Here's the Cobra. Passes it to Harris. They set the screen. Goes back up. The shot's good from O'Quinn. O'Quinn's got his first points in this one.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
Now, here is Morris. Back to Bradley. And there's the pass to Morris. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Well, the playoffs weren't really a goal for the 76ers last year, Steve. They just wanted to get their young players some experience and build a foundation for their future.
And in that respect, they accomplished it. I mean, you have to be careful when rebuilding, however, that a losing culture doesn't start to take over. So that's the challenge here the next couple of years.
And the first one at the line is good.
And, to add to what you said with the 76ers and losing, not a real danger just yet, but a few more years like last year and it can become a problem, and you tend to have guys start accepting it, and you don't want to go down that road.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Dion Waiters checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Avery Bradley.
Well, what a tough season it was for the Sixers, obviously rebuilding, and got off to a pretty good start early with some nice wins, but ultimately their lack of talent showed, and they were getting blown out there most of the second half of the season.
Rondo with the steal. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kevin, the Sixers going young, and Coach Brett Brown explained their philosophy, saying, we try to highlight athletes and length. At this stage, we're trying to grow a blue-collar, hard-nosed defensive program. You take those athletes, put them in a defensive system, and get them playing in the open court. That's the flavor of what we're trying to do. Kevin, back to you.
Putting those young legs to use, Doris. Thanks. Here's Rondo after Alec Burks' score, and that one's good. To the wing right side. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Horford. McGee spins off the box out. Cannot hit. Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Outside Rondo. Pass to Dudley. Back to Rondo. He feeds it to Waiters. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Here's Simmons. He's covered by Rondo. Kicks to Simmons. Pass to Horford. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Horford's got his second basket of the game.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Rondo with a screen for McGee. Down low, Waiters. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Pretty bad defense, letting the offense get right to the rim, but smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know what's going to happen, and they sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And the other thing we're seeing is great ball movement. We're seeing a lot of good offensive execution, ball movement, player movement, setting up assists.
He's off on the first. The Los Angeles Lakers, the NBA's most successful franchise over the last 3 decades, since 1980. 10, guys, count them, 10 titles.
That's remarkable, and they've led the way from a business standpoint as well, Kevin. They pioneered televising their home games where some teams had worried about undercutting ticket sales. A lot of great ideas and dynamics that have helped this franchise become what it is.
And, you know, for the Lakers, no competition from football. There's not a pro football team in the L.A. market. And it's one of the top 2 markets in the country. And it is a basketball town. You look at their TV deal, which is really mind-boggling. It's worth about $3.6 billion over 20 years. So that gives you a lot of financial firepower there.
Now here is Horford. Hits the jump hook. Horford's got 6 points.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They sure are. That's 3 straight buckets that have come off of assists.
And Waiters kicks to Rondo. James in the post. And the layup's good off the glass. 6 points for him.
Well, guys, you look at the financial resources for the Lakers, not the same advantage that it once was, because with the most recent CBA, it's really restricted spending. And the question is, how will that impact the Lakers moving forward?
Here's the Cobra. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got his 3rd rebound on the night. And a wide open look for James. And the 3 ball is good. James has got 5 points in the quarter.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Here's Simmons. He's covered by Rondo. Keeps it alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Horford's got the game tied up here for the 76ers.
Smooth, guys. Very good job there of getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
And, you know, those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes as much as any single play in a game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they really can. I mean, they can't allow him to beat them to so many of those offensive rebounds. That'll kill you.
So it's Philadelphia now after LeBron's 3-pointer that didn't go.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Strong rebounding, and he's rewarded with the easy putback.
And the Lakers call time here. Green is checked in for Dion Waiters. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Davis kicks to Rondo. Outside, Green. Back to Rondo. 5 to shoot. James wide open. They grabbed their own miss.
Boy, I'm shocked he didn't make that one. He usually knocks that one down with ease.
Works with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Horford up top. They set the pick. sinks the triple. And it's a 5-point 76ers lead.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 9. Right wing, looking to end the run. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Simmons got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Boy, you wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
Love what I'm seeing from them in the paint.
Here's LeBron. Drilled from 11 feet out. James has got 7 points for the quarter.
His shooting has been so good today. He may have to take it upon himself to try to get his club out of this hole. Well, LeBron James having his nose broken last season by Serge Ibaka. Short of that, he can seem at times invulnerable. His durability, just one more thing that sets him apart.
Timeout called the 76ers. And as we get a break here, important for the teams to go over their own strategy. And for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade to put out your best effort as the game wears on, guys.
You know, it's amazing when you're playing during a season, if you go through a stretch where you don't hydrate, it can have a major physical toll on you. Your body wears down quicker, you don't recover as fast, and that can really take its toll over the course of an 82-game season.
Now, here's Burks. He dishes it to Horford. Jumper off the screen. Nice jump shot. Good. Horford's got 13 points. And LeBron over his career dealing with a few back issues, but he's been able to remain remarkably healthy.
Kevin, incredibly durable given the punishment he absorbs night in and night out and the load he's asked to carry by his team at both ends of the floor. That's another element that makes you shake your head about what he's been able to do in his career.
You're right. You're right.
Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until they prove they can stop them, I mean, they ought to continue to pound it in low.
Now here's James. 11 points in the game. And stolen by Harris. Puts it up from 12. Again, Philadelphia. And here's Rondo. LeBron outside. Back to Rondo. On the wing, James. Clock at 6. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. James has got 13.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, incredibly, Anthony Davis, one of the league's rangiest big men, and it's rumored that he's still growing. Asked about it, Davis joked, "I hope not. I don't want to be 7 feet. It just sounds weird, but if I grow, I can't help it." He does, however, want to get stronger, though. Now up over 240 pounds, he's putting in work in the weight room. Sounds like trouble for the competition, Kevin.
You should help him hold his own inside, Doris. Thanks.
You know, the Sixers, quite honestly, since 2003 have been a team stuck on that treadmill of mediocrity, never winning more than 43 games. You know, last season the organization finally committed to a full overhaul and rebuild.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Caldwell Pope comes in for Anthony Davis. And Bradley subbed in for Rajon Rondo. No good on the second free throw.
And the Sixers rebuild really started in earnest during the 2013 draft when they traded away their all-star point guard Drew Holiday to New Orleans for 2 separate first-round picks. A defining move, I think, to strategically weaken the team while acquiring assets.
Now here's Bradley. James. Another miss by LeBron.
Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more of those and this lead will be double digits.
Outside, Scott. He kicks to O'Quinn. Harris with it. Now Green defending. Up top, Burks. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And you look at last season for the Sixers. Yes, they were a losing team, but a losing team with a plan.
Yeah, you know, that's right, Kevin. Coach Brown said that they had 6 NBA players and a bunch of guys fighting for a spot. But as time passes and you see this young talent develop, I think they do have a chance to be pretty special.
No good on that one.
It's been a solid outing for LeBron. 13 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
Yeah, and you'd expect by the end of this game, I'm sure the numbers are going to look even better.
And he's good on the second.
Boy, they're really battling, guys. Not sitting back, being aggressive, attacking when they have the chance. I like that.
Yeah, and that kind of approach is going to serve them well. It's gotten them to the line more than a few times this quarter.
To the left wing. Green with the block. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Bradley dishes to James. Back to Bradley. Burks with the steal. Here's the Cobra. Finishes the break with a slam.
Well, you knew he'd win that race.
Definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
Eight seconds left in the second quarter. The drive by Green. No good with the layup.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Philadelphia ahead. They finish off the second quarter with a massive 16-5 run. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with LeBron, and you obviously have been very productive. How pleased are you with where you're getting the basketball and how you're scoring?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow as well as keep myself in a good groove too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
LeBron, thank you. Kevin, he can't do it by himself.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half. Now the third quarter about to get going. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
Well, when he gets to the rim, I mean, you know he's going to score. That's just the way it is. And he's been getting there a lot so far today.
And Steve, he's been operating at extremely close range. The D has to do a much better job of protecting the basket the rest of the way.
Lakers trail by 9. They've got Rajon Rondo. Anthony Davis is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Green, and it's LeBron, and at the 3, the small forward. That's the Laker 5. Now here is Davis. Back to Rondo. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Just 5 to shoot. Well, we all know the Lakers in transition. Ownership passed down to the next generation in early 2013. And for the first time in L.A., Clark, a bit of uncertainty in that leadership situation.
Yep, a few cracks starting to show their partner, Laker great Magic Johnson, airing his concerns with some of the decision-making. Disharmony, not quite sure of who's going to run things, injuries as well. Just a lot didn't go the way the Lakers had hoped or wanted it to.
Both shots good from the stripe. The 76ers leading by 7. And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Feeds it to Horford. 13 feet away. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And when you look at the Lakers, they say that second-generation businesses have a high failure rate. Only time will tell if they can continue the remarkable winning streak this team has enjoyed through the years.
Now, here's Green. Rondo kicks to James. Shot clock at 6. There's the block.
And are they ever working inside? Good job on the glass.
Excellent job on the glass, Steve. I agree. I mean, they're battling in there. They're fighting, they're scrapping, they're clawing, and they're getting the job done.
The drive by Green. Outside Rondo for the 3. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Green.
And, you know, for the Lakers with the harder cap, they can't outspend like they used to. With the internet, players like Durant don't need to be in a big market to get exposure like it was in days past. So the Lakers will need to outsmart other teams to continue their success. Maybe with that, the lid on this basket will be lifted for him.
Rondo kicks to Green. LeBron James on the wing. Back to Rondo. That one's rebounded by Embiid. The 76ers leading by 6. Harris passes to Simmons. Dishes to Horford. From the baseline. Again, Philadelphia.
And he should thank the defense for those 2 points. Really, nobody paid him any mind there.
Lakers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Los Angeles calls timeout.
Yeah, he's seen enough of this interior scoring that his defense is giving up. So the message during this timeout is he's got to lock things up inside.
You know, sometimes a group can just get spaced out on defense. They're not connected and playing 5 as 1. And usually a timeout can help you refocus and recalibrate that defense.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Gentlemen, Byron Scott had some advice for his team in that last timeout. He said their plan was run their offense through LeBron. When Coach addressed the guys in the huddle, his message was clear. Quote, he's who we want getting the bulk of the touches. He is who we want making our decisions. He also said that their work on the offensive glass is going to be critical. He believes second chance points will go a long way toward deciding this game. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. The drive by Rondo.
Anthony Davis was stellar all of last year, but he did miss a lot of time with injury trouble. And I think that's the only thing that's going to slow him down in his quest to be possibly the best player in the NBA.
And you mentioned, Clark, the injury for Davis. He missed a couple of weeks with a broken bone in his hand.
Yeah, he got banged up his rookie season, too, but he's putting on muscle so that he can withstand the physicality of the NBA. And that'll help with his durability and his ability to hold his ground on defense.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. These youthful Sixers, Clark, really trying to play a full tilt, open court style.
Yeah, they want to play up-tempo under head coach Brett Brown, and he said he doesn't want to control pace. He wants reckless abandon under control.
Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
Now here's Rondo. James right side. In low to Davis. No good. So Philadelphia will take it the other way.
And the Sixers' aggressive style, a stark contrast to the way they played not that long ago. I mean, they were one of the most conservative teams in the league, looking to avoid turnovers and often settling for two-point jump shots. Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
Lakers trail by 9. Outside Rondo. The feed now to James. Shot on the wing. Here's Davis. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
He's a grinder. Love what he does under the offensive boards, really bringing energy and life to his team.
And the 76ers call time here.
And the Sixers last season led the league in pace of play, shooting about 25% more three-pointers than everybody else. Even their big men took shots from long range beyond the arc. Really a fun style to watch, and I think it's exactly the way they need to go as they rebuild.
The 76ers leading by 7. Here's Simmons. 8 points for him. Burks kicks to Simmons. Out to Harris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on LeBron James.
Tobias Harris, a combo forward, originally drafted by the Bucks out of Tennessee. I love his game. He does a little bit of everything and does it all well. He can handle. He shoots it a bit from outside. Not sure what his best position is going forward, but he's a quality player.
That's good from Harris. And Harris, to this point in his career, has fared better defending small forwards. But Stevie continues to get stronger.
Yeah, I think that's, kind of what should help him inside as he continues to grow defensively. The stronger you are, the more effective you're going to be against those fours. And I think ultimately you'll be able to see Harris guard a lot of the fours in this league, particularly the stretch fours.
And Harris drops them both.
Strange to think that for so many years the Lakers would just devour and dominate teams from the East. But last year, the East got some payback.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Here's Simmons. 8 points for him. Here's Burks. A rebound by the Lakers. Cousins has got 5 rebounds tonight. Thinking again about the Lakers, the East did get payback against them last year. Only 12 wins, Steve, for L.A.
It was tied with Utah, Kevin, for the fewest wins against the East last year for a Western Conference club. So, how you do against the East is usually a pretty good barometer of where you'll end up in the Western standings.
And here is Horford. After LeBron James hitting the 3, Horford good.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Outside Rondo, the dish to James, back to Rondo. Lakers working the ball around now. The drive by James. Again, Los Angeles.
And a pleasure to watch him work at that end of the floor.
Burks with it. He has 5. Out to the right wing. And Simmons kicks to Burks. Harris outside. No good on the 3. Lakers trail by 3. James right side. Here's Cousins. It's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And Los Angeles with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Cousins. Markieff Morris comes in for Anthony Davis. And it's Avery Bradley in for Rajon Rondo. Scotty's checked in for the 76ers. The Cobra comes in for Alec Burks. Here's Bradley. Off the left rim and out.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Horford dishes to Simmons. Back to Horford. Passes it to Simmons. That is good. Simmons got 10.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
Bradley passes to McGee. Boom, he jams it straight down.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
Well, that's how you send it. 2 hands and hammer it down.
Horford, good.
Another good look there, and that's his second 3-pointer of the game.
Lakers trail by 6. Bradley kicks to Smith. LeBron James on the wing. Smith outside. Here's the three. Here's McGee. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Some changes for the Lakers. Howard comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for James. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Here's Simmons, guarded by Bradley. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Bradley. Now here is Smith. It's hauled in by Harris. The 76ers leading by 4. Simmons passes to the Cobra. He feeds it to Simmons. Harris against Bradley. 5 on the clock. High post try, and he gets it to go. That's 12 points for the Prodigy. For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Bradley kicks to Caldwell-Pope. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
You see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket.
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
Now here is Harris. He's got 10. The pass to Simmons. Back to Harris. Pass to Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. No good. Lakers trail by 4. Bradley drives in. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Avery Bradley out of Texas, one of the elite perimeter defenders in the NBA. A guy who can really give you nightmares bringing the ball up the floor. 6'2", but with long arms, and he can defend both guard positions. Really pressures the ball well.
And despite his 6'2" size, it's pretty clear that offensively, Avery Bradley is not a point guard. He's worked hard on developing his ball handling, especially his left hand, but he's certainly at his best when he's playing off the ball.
And the 76ers making a change here. Horford's checked in. He doesn't get the second one. And you talk about Bradley playing the 2. He's worked to put weight on, up over, what, I think, Steve, 210 pounds, you were saying.
Yeah, looks like it. He looks stronger. He's added some weight. Remember, he underwent surgery on both shoulders a couple of seasons ago, but now he's healthy. And with that strength, with that defensive awareness, with the quickness, he's got the ability to be a really good player.
There's the lob to the hoop. Nails the baby hook. Scott's got 6.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
Outside Bradley. Smith outside. To tie. And he gets it to go. Smith's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles.
They are killing them with that three-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
Tough assignment for that defender with the size mismatch we're seeing.
Yeah, I just don't think he's big enough to handle it.
Outside Bradley. Kicks it to Smith. Back to Bradley. From about 16. Misses there. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. 76ers on top, up by 2. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And now we present our State Farm assist of the game. With 5 total assists in the game, we've seen some great passing tonight from Simmons.
And his passing ability is why they make sure the offense runs through him on a regular basis. Great assist like the one we just saw.
The 76ers leading. So on the floor for Philadelphia. Horford is out there with Embiid. And there's the prodigy. And it's the Cobra. And it's Burks in at the 2 spot.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented. For plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did. It
was a great dunk and also a great game we've got here.
And the Lakers with possession here. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Outside for Rondo. Just 5 to shoot. Here's James. And he banks in the layup. James has got 9 points here in the second half.
Clutch basket there to shave points off this lead. And I'll tell you what, the later we get into this game, the more they need him attacking the basket.
Los Angeles has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Rondo kicks to Green. LeBron James on the wing. Pass to Green. He dishes it to Rondo to take the lead. And again, Los Angeles with the triple. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Yeah, it has been. Neither team able to create any significant separation so far.
Steve?
Yeah, that's right, guys. The lead has now changed hands 5 times.
Here's Simmons. He kicks it to Burks. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Lakers in the lead. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Now Rondo feeds to LeBron. Back to Rondo. Goes up to the stripe. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Davis with the bucket.
And this game is really heated up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, there's always room for more offense, Steve. You know that.
Here's Simmons. Burks dishes to Horford. The feed to Simmons. Can they get it? Rebounded by the Lakers. Cousins has got 6 rebounds in the game. LeBron passes to Rondo. It's off his leg. And it's whistled a kick. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And Cousins kicks to LeBron. Davis dishes to LeBron. 6 to shoot. Outside, Green. Expanding his range.
He's trying to shoot his way out of it, guys. And as long as they're in the lead, he's going to continue to try to find his rhythm.
And the 76ers call time here.
Anthony Davis with a historic second season. His numbers comparable to some of the all-time greats. The highest player efficiency rating ever for a player his age.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brett Brown said to his team. He told his guys, time's running low. If we're going to make our move, it's going to be now. Are you guys ready? And as they nodded, he said, let's go get it. Kevin?
And Davis becoming a go-to scorer in year 2. Showing real comfort as an isolation scorer. In other words, having plays called for him where he just goes one-on-one. In fact, among players his age, with his volume of offense, he leads that group as the most efficient scorer in history.
Rondo passes to Cousins. Outside, Davis. It's LeBron with the drive, and it's blocked. They retain possession. And Green gets it to go.
That's been their bread and butter in the second half. They've really knocked down their long-range shots.
Well, and as hot as they've been, there's no need to change their offense. Just continue to play the way you're playing. You're going to get open looks.
Here's Simmons. Dishes to Burks. Shot clock at 6. Looking to end the drought. It's rebounded by Rondo. Rondo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Puts it up from 12. James with another miss. The 76ers trail by 6. And Anthony Davis, one of only 6 players since 1980 to post a 40-point, 20-rebound, 3 block shot game. I mean, it was amazing. He, in fact, along with Shaq, Steve, the only two to do it before the age of 26.
Yeah, and also, you know, those two, the only players since 1980 to have a streak of 6 games with at least 28 points, 9 rebounds, and 1 block, and I memorized that.
Yeah, right, exactly. Here you go with the analytics again. You can twist those numbers to say anything you want them to.
You like them too, though, don't you, Clark?
I do, but they need to be balanced out, Kevin. You know I'm not going to go overboard with the analytics.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Los Angeles.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And they're getting so much penetration on the defense that they're getting a lot of easy buckets as a result of breaking down that defense.
You know, it's been a bad day for them at the line today as a whole, and far too often that's the case for this team.
And James drills them both. The 76ers trail by 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Passes it to the Cobra. To end the run, and that one's good. Simmons. Here's Rondo. The dish to James. Davis sets a screen. Over in the corner, Green. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Green's got the lead up to 8 now for the Lakers. Philadelphia's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. And stolen by Cousins. The drive by Rondo. He feeds it to Green. Takes it from 10, and again it's the Lakers.
And he may be the guy to put this game even farther out of reach.
Here's Simmons. And the pass to Horford. Kicks to Simmons. Back to Horford. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Horford having just a fantastic game. He's got 24 points. And he's hit the mark twice from 3-point range as well.
Well, it's no secret. I mean, the more points he can come up with from out there, the better off they'll be offensively with their spacing.
And that one misses. And he sinks the second. Well, guys, the D-League, a test bed for ideas that might, make their way to the NBA. And one thing we've seen there is a mission to get games down to 2 hours in length. They really want to shorten the length of these games.
Well, they've banned consecutive timeouts. They've reduced their number overall. The idea is to hold viewers' attention and provide time certainty for the broadcast.
Here's Simmons. Pass to Burks. And here's Embiid. He dishes it to Simmons. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. Little turnaround. Horford no up. And here's Los Angeles. They're on an 18-3 run right now. Good on the shot. 29 points for LeBron.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Here's Simmons. Burks kicks to Simmons. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's on Rajon Rondo.
Looking at the game for the Prodigy, he's got 14 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
Well, and he's got this team in such a good groove right now. The way he's moving the ball and passing, getting everybody involved, they're in a great flow.
Simmons. Taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Tobias Harris is checked in for the 76ers. Good on the second free throw.
I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second half, despite trailing in this game.
Well, you know, that's when you need to be most aggressive when you're down. Another good job of drawing contact and getting to the line.
Now here's Rondo. Cousins with a screen for Rondo.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
Shooting for Los Angeles, DeMarcus Cousins. At the line for 2.
And that one falls for DeMarcus Cousins. And so DeMarcus Cousins nails both of them.
This is a positive trend for him, especially here in the second half. Shooting just above 80% right now. That's more than respectable. That's good free throw shooting.
Now here's Burks. To the right side. Here's Simmons. Misses off the right iron. Lakers leading by 14. James dishes to Green. Outside Rondo. Back to Green. Green left side. Good on the 13-footer. Green's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
A lot of people thought that Danny Green would build on his play from the 2013 playoffs last season, but it's marred by injuries and underwhelming performances from him. Definitely not what he nor Spurs fans were hoping for.
Embiid with it. Over to the wing. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Simmons. Good. And Harris gets the assist. And that's now 17 points for the Prodigy. And Danny Green last season a dip in his field goal and three-point percentage club.
You know, he hit a slump around the middle of the season, but he finished strong. Still a highly efficient scorer in their offense.
Now here's Rondo. Pass to LeBron. And Embiid pulls it down. Here's Simmons. He kicks it to Burks. In the corner. Back to Horford. Shoots. Rebounded by the Lakers. They can take their time on this possession.
You know, guys, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, it gives themselves a little break, too.
Catch their breath. You're right. There's the bucket. Good. And it's 9 points for Davis.
Well, tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. An impressive win for the Lakers.
Clark, the bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Yeah, you always like to see that, Kevin, when your reserves can perform and help you pull out a win.
Well, you look back at this one, and what an amazing performance this has been for LeBron James. Now, there wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every opportunity he got.
Here's Rondo. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. It's stolen by Harris. Puts it up from 15. And that one's good. Simmons. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
You're exactly right. I mean, take care of the ball, work the clock. It's a wrap.
Yep, nice game. Now here's LeBron. Screen by Cousins. James kicks to Rondo. They get the rebound. And Cousins gets it to go. And the Lakers lead by 14.
Just a little bit more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate the win.
Well, they can already start to celebrate, Steve, and they should let their team hear it. They were good.
Now here's LeBron. Feeds it to Rondo. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Congratulations, Anthony. You're so composed, but this has got to be a great win for this team and something to be excited about.
It is exciting. It was a big win for us. That was a big win, especially down early. In the first half, we came out with a lot of energy second half and fought back and got the win.
It took some toughness, but you did it. Anthony, thank you. Guys?
Thank you, Doris, for that. And now for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan saying see you next time as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.